Hi, welcome to Miss Piento's science class where learning is fun. I am so excited for this year to start. So excited that the students are in the building. So on Friday, I have what we call Fun Friday where I give them a riddle. We go through some puzzles where they really have to use their critical thinking skills. So if you have not figured this one out yet, the three glasses on the left are full. Three on the right are empty, moving only one glass. How can you make the row alternate full, empty, full, empty? So here is the key or the answer. If you take this cup here and pour it into this cup, then this one becomes empty. This one is now full. So we have empty, full, empty, full. Once again, this one is empty and this one is full. So once again, on Fridays and other times throughout the week, but Friday is specifically Fun Friday. Our bell work question is always something to get their creative juices flowing, their problem solving skills sharp. Very quickly, this is me. These are my boys. I have two boys. Nick is my oldest, and he is 23. This is his girlfriend, Allie. Um, During the pandemic, they graduated from Iowa State in chemical engineering. Nick now works as a chemical engineer at Smithfield Foods in Aurora, and he is doing very well. My younger son, Matt, he's 21 with his girlfriend, Claire. Matt also plays baseball for Lewis University here in Romeoville, which is nice and close. I get to go see lots of games. Um, in a few days, if your children have not already told you, they know exactly where Matt gets their sense of humor from. This was us at Christmas. So we're just a family that likes to goof around and have a lot of fun. And that's kind of what I have in my classroom atmosphere as well. So, my general teaching philosophy is science is learned when students are active in doing science. This year in seventh grade, we will be doing lots and lots and lots of hands on activities to engage the students, get them learning science through actually doing. Um, my teacher gave me the best gift of all, believing in me. I believe that each one of them can be a scientist because so many of them come in and say, I'm not a scientist, I don't do science. By the end of the year, I would say 90% are just loving science. And then the last one is if you can get to the student's heart, you can take them anywhere. And this has been a belief of mine ever since I've been a teacher. I've seen it in my own children, I've seen it in other students. So if I can build a strong relationship with them, they will do anything for me. So that is my philosophy. To contact me, the best way is through email. I can email you right back. It's just quick and easy. And if not, there is my phone number that is directly into my classroom. And then that is my Twitter handle. So those are all the places that you can find me. And yes, Deadpool is one of my favorites. As far as how their learning will be measured, the students will hear me say that I'm not big into grades, which I'm not. I know as a teacher that might not sound right, but it's all about the learning. They were here and they grew and they learned and they tried again and they reiterated and practiced and finally got here. That to me is the most important. Two ways to help them get there. Every day we will do SEL at the beginning of class, and what that stands for is social emotional learning, because if they are not ready to learn, they're not going to. So we do some breathing practices, we do some meditation, a little bit of yoga. Um, it's about the first 3 to 5 minutes of class, and really students have said that they just love it. It just gets them ready to learn, and it also has helped them in other classes and even outside of school. So that is something I will be doing along with Habits of Mind. So Habits of Mind is basically I will be teaching them how to learn. So you know, we could say we're going to learn this, but if they're not sure like how to learn, what are some of the steps, what are some of the skills that successful people do, they might not understand what learn means. So habits of mine are 16 different habits that we do as learners to actually learn something. So we'll be doing those, and I'll be going over those. But as far as their grades in class, their summative will be 50%. That is content and skill. And then their RWE is the other 50%. And that is applying what we're learning to some kind of situation. Usually it's a project of some sort. And then they have the accountability grades of classwork and homework. As far as homework, they typically won't have a lot of science homework. The only homework they might have is if they didn't use their class time wisely and then need to finish up the worksheet at home. So that is all the homework really they will have in science. Um, a little bit more about me is I have always loved science since uh, fourth grade. And this is also my second career. So before I became a teacher, I worked for a spice company in their product development lab. When I was there, I was in charge of training all new employees. I heard things like, oh my God, you're so good at that. Why didn't anybody else explain it to me? So on and so forth. So I went back to school and got my master's in teaching. My boys have played different sports throughout their lifetime. And I just see how important it is to work as a team. I love to dance, and I know you can't see this picture completely, but that's someone working out. I am one of those crazy people. I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I work out before I come to school. So enthusiasm plus passion equals success. So I am very passionate about what I teach. I love science. I love your students, and I love teaching middle school. In science this year, we talk or we learn about life science, microbiome, metabolism, traits and reproduction, natural selection, human impact, population and resources, and matter and energy and ecosystems. Those are our units. We have an online resource of Amplify, and I know a lot of students come from the elementary because this is all that they used. That is only about 10 or 20% of our curriculum. We like Amplify because it has amazing simulations. So, as an example, during the metabolism unit, we can't really take a bite out of a burger or a fish and then see how it breaks down into the proteins and fats and carbohydrates in our body. But the simulation in the Amplify shows us how it does that and where it goes in our body and how it's being used and things like that. We also use Amplify for a lot of our backstories, like getting the students to think, yeah, why did that happen? Or, things like that. But most of the time is spent doing activities. Within the first 2 weeks, they will be plating on an agar plate, like you see there, and trying to grow bacteria, hopefully not, from around the school. So they get to swab around the school and see what bacteria grows and cool all at the same time. So to sum things up, thank you for viewing. I look forward to teaching each and every one of your children. I will take care of them as if they were my very own. Thank you for watching, and please use the Google form if you have any questions for me. Thanks for listening.